Welcome back everybody to another episode of King Kruk Gaming. Today we're on day 3 CWL July. Ja Rule is starting us off today and he's taking down this base with a Blizzard Flybrid attack. He drops his blimp over an archer tower and he's gonna Blizzard the town hall from 11 o'clock. I'm not sure if he was intending, but he triggered the enemy clan castle and the town hall goes down. He's gotten good value from his Blizzard. He has a few options as to where he wants to bring in his Flybrid, but let's wait and see where Jarizi decides to bring him in from. He's popped the hound and he's luring them to 9 o'clock with an archer. A lot of time the dragons can take care of the pups, but it's safer to corner them and take them out. This way you can ensure your dragons don't split in the middle of an attack. Ja has placed his king and his queen at 9 and they'll take care of the defenses and trash. And the Flybrid is coming in from 9:30 and 11. They're spread quite thin at the moment, so Ja will need to pay attention to his troop composition. He still has plenty of spells left for his troops. He's facing minor resistance from the sweeper at the core, and he's popped his warden's ability. All of his other heroes still have their ability intact, and his troops are flying in through the base uniformly, which is what we want. He drops the heal spell at the core. Who knows what kind of sand and air bomb could be lurking there. He's close to the 50% mark and Ja Rule is starting to feel very confident about his attack. He drops his royal champion at 5:30 and she will assist by taking down defenses closer to the edges, keeping his dragon riders focus at the very least. And we're starting to see that Ja Rule is overwhelming this base. He has 2 frees in the back, and with the exception of the Grand Warden, all of his heroes' abilities. There's plenty of defenses left, but only the scatter and the multi pose a threat. After those 2 defenses, everything else is cleanup work. It was a nice Flybrid by Jarizi that will get the Jatrizi. Up next, we have Xeno, and he's taking down this base with a Blizzard to a Flybrid. He drops his Coco Hound at 1 o'clock, followed by the blimp, and he'll land his Super Wizards over the elixir storage. The rage is down, followed by the invisibility spell. He doesn't find any bombs. He'll take down the town hall, and let's see what other defenses he can take down along the way. And it looks like his Super Wizards won't set up a proper funnel for his dragons, but he should be able to get that with the baby dragon and the sneaky goblins. And let's see what Xeno decides to do for his funnel, and he sends a pair of sneaky goblins on the gold storage adjacent to a baby dragon on the elixir collector. He drops his king and queen at 11 to funnel the trash. The dragons are down and immediately they're encountered by a Tesla farm, and he hasn't taken down the gold storage. It looks like that's gonna split his dragons, and it does. Xeno is not being a good shepherd here. Let's see what he does to pull this attack off. He triggers the CC and out of it come Rocket Loons, Headhunter, and Super Minion. He's popped the King's ability to deal with the Royal Champion and Clan Castle troops. Xeno has popped the Warden's ability. The King, attacking along the Flybrid, is proving to be very resourceful, whether it was intentional or not by Xeno. The Flybrid that's split to the right has done a decent job taking out trash and defenses. Xeno has dropped his heal spell in the center of the base to deal with the multi and scatter. At this point is getting very risky. He still has plenty of defenses to deal with and his army slowly withered away, not to mention his royal champion's only level 27. How come your royal champion is not max, sir? Town Hall 14 has been out for like 2 years. And Xeno only has an invisibility spell to get the royal champion through the base. And by the grace of Clash of Clans, he was able to take down the single. Once he takes down the scatter, he should be able to easily take down the remainder of the base. And after struggling to keep his dragons together, he was able to keep his cool like his Brazilian blowout hairstyle. Up next is Nightclubs, and he's taking down the base using a mass drag rider attack. He drops a pair of Loons over the archer tower at 9:30. He follows that up with the blimp. Nightclubs wants to take down the town hall nice and early. He freezes the sweeper, but it gets trapped in the NATO. However, he pops the blimp right over the town hall. He's not using a rage spell, which means it's a soft CC. Nevertheless, he brings the town hall to its knees. He drops his queen at 10, and Nightclubs is gonna start his queen charge by taking on the enemy CC. And it's a ton of stuff. so he drops a poison over it. His queen will be briefly distracted. The baby dragon on the gold mine will force his queen into the compartment to battle it out with a scatter. Nightclubs is also setting another funnel by taking out the mortar at 1 o'clock. The queen is slowly going into the compartment. He'll have to use a rage on the queen as he'll face the enemy queen shortly. And he decides to freeze the scatter and the queen just to keep things safe. He'll also take down the enemy warden. He drops his king at 1 and the super wall breaker will give him access to the compartment with the multi and the enemy royal champion. So far he's gotten pretty good value with his queen and she's continuing her charge and she'll take down those pesky builder huts. The eagle has been triggered. Nightclub drops another super wall breaker, but I don't think it went where he wanted to. He uses a freeze over the multi and the royal champion to help his king deal with them. Here come the Dragon Riders, and he's starting them off between 1:30 and 3, and they should be taken down the eagle shortly, but they'll face some resistance from the sweeper. The king has broken into the compartment, and he'll take care of the expo as well as the sweeper. There's plenty of base to get down, but he has plenty of spells, hero abilities, and hopefully skills. The queen is continuing her charge at the core, but she's taking a lot of damage from the multis. Luckily, she steps away. The warden has popped his ability, and the Dragon Riders are moving along swiftly, assisted by the royal champion. We really need to take care of the scatter and the multis. He drops an invisibility spell over the queen and the healers. The scatter's down, 2 multis to go, and we've taken down most of the base now, but the multis have proven to be difficult. Luckily, our Dragon Riders are stepping up to them now, and with these defenses out of the way, it is nothing but cleanup, and Nightclubs is walking away with the triple. Up next, we have the Great Puck, and he's taking down this base with a Queen Charge, Drag Rider, Loon. And he starts things off at 12 o'clock, and he's committed his healers. This is a very bold base to Queen Charge with all Inferno set to single. But the Great Puck did not get that memo. It looks like his queen's gonna go to the left, but perhaps she'll change course because of the Wizard Tower. He's doing a great job of picking up the Teslas along the way. Yet another bold move. He drops the jump spell, but that leads to the royal champion, a single inferno, the town hall, a scatter, and the clan castle. And she targets the town hall first. Good value from the freeze, freezing both the inferno and the town hall. And the queen has to attack the royal champion first. She'll have to use another freeze spell for the town hall and the inferno, but it looks like he was expecting that as he brought along several free spells. And the town hall goes down. Next order of business is the inferno, followed by the scatter. And within arm's reach, there's another single inferno by the queen. He drops his king at 10 to take care of the trash buildings on the side of the base. This funnel should set a good pathing for his Dragon Rider and Loons. And here they come. We are now underway. He had to freeze the single again in order to protect his queen. He brought a stone slammer with his air troops, and he pops the warden's ability early. His army is facing a little resistance with the sweeper, and he decides to freeze it along with the scatter. But right before the scatter forces queen to her ability, and the queen splits from the air army, which will help for cleanup later in the attack. His troops are moving along nicely into the base, and lucky for him, his king went back to get both of the storages. His troops are taking a lot of damage from all of the expos, but he will overwhelm those defenses with the sheer amount of troops in the air. And he has plenty of troops to run down the defenses and clean up the trash buildings. And the Great Puck will leave this base in ruins for the triple. Last but not least is Puducheryin Perume Ananji, and Mr. MVP with level 9 Loons is taking on this base with his signature Puducherry drag attack, and he's starting out a funnel between 12 and 130. Very simple, straightforward. It looks like his king's gonna go into the compartment where the queen and the scatter are at. He drops an ice golem for some tanking and a headhunter to help deal with the queen faster. Puducherry Katel Ananji will take down the scatter, and he pops his king's ability. He drops his royal champion near 12 on the cannon and a giant right behind his royal Royal Champion. Let's see how many defenses he can take down with his heroes. I'm not sure what purpose the giant has, but the Expo has locked onto his lassie and he drops his queen at 3 o'clock, and we can see the Puducherry funnel starting to take shape. His queen is in no immediate danger, so she'll be able to take down several trash buildings before she goes down. Anand-G is starting the airstrike with his dragons, followed by the super minion, then the Loons, all accompanied by the Grand Warden. And his queen pops her ability. His dragons are tanking for the Loons and the super minions. Here comes the battle blimp. The rage spell will help take down the scatter, and he pops the Warden's ability. The blimp will make it to the town hall, and with no other rage, it is most definitely a soft CC that will bring down the town hall. His main army is steering towards the outside of the base, and here come the bats from 1230 taking on the eagle first. The sneaky goblins lured out a hound and an ice golem. It was actually very fortunate that his troops moved to the outside of the base, and thus they avoided the town hall's poison. He freezes the last wizard tower, which is the last threat in the base, and Anand-G is taking this base to the cleaners, and with the Puducherry IQ, he uses his archers to pull away the CC. Once again, the Puducherry drag attack reigns supreme, and he'll get the triple. Awesome clashing, and I'll see you freeze in the next one.